Acadia adventure day number 2. This is what a mommy adventure looks like. Boppy, diaper bag, and baby. Let's do this.
Today we have an action-packed day ahead of us. We're going to be hiking a disappearing trail to an island, and Dash is going to be summiting his very first mountain.
To get this crazy adventure started and take on this disappearing hike, we're headed back to Bar Harbor, Maine.
We just parked in downtown Bar Harbor, and this is something I've referenced on previous videos as well. We're using Park Mobile to pay for parking. We've seen it widely used in cities all across the United States, so if you're traveling abroad in the US here, make sure to download Park Mobile, and you will be putting it to use.
You'll also notice that today, I remembered to add Dash's little head thingy-madoogie to my baby carrier, because I think his hair got a little blonder yesterday in the sun. So what makes this trail really unique is it's only actually available a couple hours a day, and it has to be during low tide. Usually this is covered by water. Are you awake, mister? No.
Checking in on Dad.
Okay, maybe we'll stick his toes in on the way back if he wakes up.
While here, you will notice that there are some vehicles. It is drivable, although you will not find a lot of cars because the window to get out to the island is so short.
Not only that, but there's no parking for vehicles on the island. So that's kind of a thing too.
That's true. And if high tide rolls back in, your vehicle is going to be stuck. So you essentially have an hour before peak low tide and an hour and a half after peak low tide. Now, low tide changes from day to day by as much as 50 minutes, so it's important to check the tide levels before you embark on your hike.
We're about halfway across the trail at this point, and considering it's only about a half a mile out to the island, it's a pretty quick little walk. We have officially made it to the island, which means we're entering Acadia National Park again. I think that's one of the most interesting things about this national park. It is so spotty as to where the land starts and ends. It's really cool.
Waking up. And then again, maybe not. His eyes were open just a minute ago. If you miss your exit, you have 2 options. One is that you can pay a water taxi, $150 to get you back to land. And the second option is to wait 9 hours for low tide again. This little window is closing at 2, so if you add 9 hours, you'd be sitting here until 11 p.m. before you can make it back to land safely. So just make sure you don't miss your 3-hour window.
The trail up Bar Harbor is about a mile straight up. At the top here, we'll have a gorgeous view of the summit and be able to see Bar Harbor and the park where we were hanging out at yesterday. I would note, if you aren't used to hiking, I might not take a newborn on this, but Daniel and I have done a lot, so I'm pretty comfortable. We're just taking it slow. No. He's like, Mommy, that's sunshine. I don't want it on my face. Okay, you're good, buddy. It is really pretty, though. Oh, that feels good, that wind, doesn't it?
There you go. This is Dash's first mini little summit. And we're going to do a much bigger summit a little bit later today. Right, Dash? When we take on Cadillac Mountain. Are you excited about that? Cadillac Mountain! Yeah? What do you think about that? Was this like a good practice run? Oh, there you go. See?
Time to head back down before the tide comes back in. Since we're obviously going to be fine on beating the tide in, I think it's time to let Dad
feels so good. You ready? Are you ready, little man? First time. You ready? 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 Oh my goodness! Oh no, that was not good enough. A little too much. One day you will learn to love the ocean. That day is just not today.
Good news, it looks like there is no water taxi in our future today, but it is time for a truck stop. If you do come and visit Bar Harbor, Maine and stay at one of the campgrounds or in a bed and breakfast, which there look like there are a lot of really cute ones out here, you're probably pretty close to a bus stop because they have a bus that runs all the way around the island. But that being said, with a newborn, bringing the truck with us is so much more convenient. It means we don't have to pack everything and carry it on us like it would if we were going to go on the bus. So truck stop means we can switch from carrier to stroller, means I can have a private place to feed Dash. It just works out really, really nice, even though parking can be a little bit of a bear. Much better. Now that the baby's fed, it's time to go grab lunch. Are you happy, baby Dash? Now that we grabbed lunch at a cute little local spot, it's time to work on that summit number 2, but it's feeling like rain.
Now we are on our way to Cadillac Mountain, and if you think you're gonna head to Cadillac Mountain without a reservation, think again, my friends, because Cadillac Mountain, at least the road portion of it, requires a reservation. And there are 2 main blocks of reservations. There's the Sunrise block of reservations, which is the most coveted. That requires you to be up, read online, as early as approximately 3 to 4 a.m. for an early rise, because you've got to get to the gate and then you've got to make your way to the top of the mountain and then get situated before sunrise. So 3 to 4 a.m. is not in the cards for us with a newborn. But then there's the day pass or daytime passes, which come in different 30-minute increments. So we've scheduled the 3 to 3:30 increment, and not 3:30. We've scheduled the 3 to 3:30 time slot, and apparently they are sticklers about time slots. You can stay up on the mountain as long as you'd like, but you have to be there at the appropriate time. So don't think you're going to show up an hour late and your pass is still going to work. So from what we've heard, at least, it will not, and they will not let you, proceed through the gate. So because of that, it is 3:04. We've got about 20 minutes to get there. 17 minutes away, 9.5 miles from downtown Bar Harbor.
You can hike up the mountain too, and that doesn't require a reservation. But again, not in the cards for us right now with the newborn.
We just passed through the main gate and they scanned our reservation and we got straight through. Another important note is that you also need your park pass as well. We have our annual national park pass, so if you don't have one, pick one up. It's starting to sprinkle, which is not a great sign. We are about 3.2 miles from the gate to the summit, so we'll see what happens when we get to the top. It's starting to open up already. You can kind of see it in the background here, so we'll see what the summit looks like. Okay, we just made it to Cadillac Mountain, which is the highest point in the North Atlantic seaboard, coming in at 1,527 feet.
So we made it to the second summit for the day, and Mom is really bummed that this one is going to be a lot less work. This view is incredible.
This is the highest point in the North Atlantic seaboard, coming in at 1,530 feet. And it is the tallest of 26 mountains, and the only one that you can drive a car to the summit. heard on rare occasions that a moose has been spotted in the area. And if we're lucky enough, maybe we'll see one. So we're gonna keep an eye out.
A moose on the mountain?
You never know. We'll just see what happens. Quick, I heard that some tourists spotted a moose just over this ridge here. Oh wait, there it is.
Dash wants his moose back. That is not a real moose.
Okay, so maybe our chances of seeing a moose on the mountain are just not in the cards for us today. But look, I found a baby moose on the mountain. Look at how cute this baby moose is.
Now that the baby moose is back off into the wilderness, we're gonna go check out those carriage roads. You ready, baby Dash?
We just made it to the Eagle Lake trailhead here for Carriage Road.
So it's about 5:45 in the afternoon. And I think one of the things that I love about a walk like this down Carriage Road is that if we lived in a sticks and bricks, we would probably be doing a walk very similar to this, but because we live in the Airstream and are doing the RV life thing, this is where we get to do it. And it's really magical. After summiting 2 mountains today, somebody is getting a little sleepy. So I think it's time to head back to the Airstream. After spending time in Acadia National Park and in Bar Harbor, honestly, we were hesitant to leave Maine. But as available campgrounds with 50 amp hookups aren't super easy to find in the Northeast, we've got to stick to our travel plans and head to the next state. What we don't know yet is that this may be one of the most surprisingly delightful places we've explored since we moved into the Airstream almost 2 years ago. Curious as to where this special place is? Subscribe to our channel and hit the bell. That way you'll get a notification when it comes out next week. But until then, my friend, take it from the baby moose. Wanderlocal. It's good for the soul.